When was the last time you had any fillers done?
A long time ago, yeah.
Let me see your lip. Yeah, lip looks good. Let me show you something quick. Hold this for a second. You see these little indentations that makes things look uneven? Mm-hmm. We need to correct all of that to make it look perfectly even.
Okay.
The key for your face, when people look at you or the different angles, is to remove any shadows. Anytime you have a shadow like this, look,
Yes.
it makes you look not as fresh. So for the practical purposes, we can say we're gonna do a shadow reduction. Makes you look fresher.
Okay.
Okay, so when the surface of the skin is all even, then those shadows decrease. When some irregularities, you're gonna have more shadows. So that's one of the things that we're gonna do. So we're just gonna make it look glowy.
Okay, awesome. Because I do notice that, yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Just put your hand as a table. Like your little projection that we cleanse here.
Yes, I did.
Okay, perfect. Fabulous. A little vibration.
Great.
I'm gonna be showing you so as we progress, so you can understand why.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
You see, it gives you more angle.
I love it already.
We're just getting warmed up.
My goodness.
So we're just beginning.
It doesn't even hurt. It's just the sound. You know the sound?
I know. Try to forget what's happening.
Yeah.
So this is just to even, again, I'm not gonna give you volume. Everything is gonna look more even. Okay. So don't worry about that. And you're going back to filming when?
A couple of months.
Couple of months?
What is it right now? No, like 2.
It's not spectacular in 2 months. When we do the Busso, if there's some swelling, the swelling might last to fully resolve a few days to a little over a week. But most people would not even know you had it done even after a few days. You know, I always wanted to ask you, what has been the most outrageous things you ever told an opponent or an opponent told you?
I don't know. We were training the other day with my friend. She played Loka on the original WoW, and she can talk, and she's like one of my good friends, and she'll still say the meanest things to me in the ring, and I'm like, don't be so mean. They're like, Lana Star's so vain, and but it's just part of my character.
That's part, of course, of course.
Nice.
You see how it looks smoother?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just getting started, remember.
Every time I'm like, that's awesome.
We need more volume.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Rajee, here to see Dr. Busso.
Hi, Rajee. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
If you would like to take a seat, I'll let Dr. Busso know you're here.
Okay, thanks so much. Thank you.
Okay, Rajee, Dr. Busso's ready for you.
Great. Okay.
I am very excited about this next patient, Rajee. She definitely represents a medical challenge. She has her nodules, the lumps on her face, due to an injection of foreign material. It will be very hard to decrease. We're gonna try conventional treatment first. However, I think her diabetes may be a problem. But I do have a plan B. Very exciting. Hello, beautiful. Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you. And good things. So I'm excited. And I made sure I took all my makeup off here so you can get to the nitty-gritty.
Sure. Okay. Let me ask you a couple of medical questions so we can tailor our treatment.
Don't get too fresh.
Just medical. We stick to medical. When possible.
They didn't tell you it was a handful?
I found it out. Well, listen, the aura has filled out the room. Though, so now everybody wants to be here.
Oh my God, now I'm blushing.
So question about these famous lumps. When do you get these injections performed?
Oh my God, I initially got like my first injections in 2003. And I was okay till about 2005.
So it looked okay?
It looked good. It looked good. In 2005 is when everything all hell broke loose. My whole face started to react. And one morning I woke up and I had a humongous, it was like a huge boil. And it was like the whole like cheek. And as the day went on, it kept getting bigger and it was hurting. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Because I knew something was wrong. Like that gut feeling like, oh, this is not good. And so I remember being in the mirror in the evening time and I was just kind of pressing around and all of a sudden my face exploded basically this whole side into the mirror. And it was like yellow pus and green pus and blood. It was gross. But what I did learn is that it was good that came out that way because if it had gone into my bloodstream, it could have killed me. I could have gotten septic. So that was a blessing. But after that came out of me, I thought, well, I'm going to be fine. But that was just the beginning. Then all these nodules started to form all over my face. And at one point, my cheeks were like out to here. They were really big. And I had some surgical stuff done. And I feel like I've come a long way. But I just have a feeling like maybe I can take it to the next level with you.
Sure. So the material was injected was...
It was cement, and I miss cement woman. Now, what they tell me, because, I had my face done, I had my breasts, my buttocks, my hips. I had it all done in different sessions, so I don't know if she was concocting different mixtures, but what they told me as far as my face is concerned is it was industrial strength silicone, like, you go and like cork things around the house or whatever, mixed with mineral oil.
Okay. Yeah. All of the information is very important. I'll tell you why. The way you looked right after the injections were performed, that has to do with the amount of the material that was injected, the way it was injected, and the level it was injected. What happened afterwards, year, 2 years later, has to do with your body reacting against the material, which means has a lot of impurities. Of course, the chemistry it also is a reaction against the chemical composition of the material. Sometimes the reaction can be worse than the aggression.
Yeah.
Like, like politics.
Yeah.
All right?
You got that right.
So, for what I see, you have had a very successful treatment with surgical removal of the lumps and nodules. But the limitation of the approach is the product is spread out through the whole face. You can never fully remove it. You can only reduce it.
Right.
Plus, if you are very aggressive on the treatment, you can damage some essential nerves. And I've seen that happening, though. So that's the limitation, though.
Yeah.
So what I propose we should do is to try to control the reaction of the body against the material. So hopefully your face can learn how to live with the material without overreacting.
Got it.
Sort of couples therapy. Okay? So hopefully we can learn to live with each other without overreacting.
Yes.
So, but we do face, I was looking at your history though, and we do face a couple of challenges though. Number one, all these products can increase the blood sugar. So I know we need to keep an eye on that. Second, we don't want to be too aggressive because these materials that were injected can be associated with some bad bacteria. And we don't want that bacteria to get into the bloodstream. So we don't want to be too aggressive. So we're going to do progressive.
Okay.
But I think that we have a good chance of controlling the reaction of your body against the product.
Okay.
And that should bring down the nodules. So eventually we can come to terms with the past and move on and forget about it.
Now I have a question. Let's say the nodules go down, right? But like I still want to have symmetry in my face, and I want my face to be like I don't want to go flat. That's what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely. So
let me show you this. See, like here on the side, how it's like kind of sunk in a little bit.
Completely.
Yeah.
So what we try to avoid here is the F word.
Oh, which F word?
Filler.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you were thinking. We try to avoid the F word.
I'm sorry, doctor.
And so the grand finale, once we flatten those nodules, we're going to do a Busso lift.
Okay.
Which is going to reposition your fat. So your own fat is going to be in the place where the filler or the, it's just the word, the silicone was.
Yes.
So we don't need to add a foreign substance. That's what we're trying to avoid, because if we add any other foreign substance, we can reactivate the previous reaction.
Yes.
And we don't want to reactivate the memory that's already in that area.
So are you going to make me soft and supple?
Or die trying.
That's what I wanted to hear. You're hired.
Thank you. Oh yeah, let's go to work. Busso lift was based on the concept that many doctors agree that threads work, and many doctors feel that threads do not work. I always felt that the concept was correct, but I did agree that the results were not optimal. I could understand how some people will be disappointed and not believe in threads. I worked for many, many years on threads, on product development as well as technique development. And eventually, I think that I have been able to accomplish the results I wanted to accomplish through the Busso lift, which creates a series of vectors that creates a lift and repositioning of structures of the face to a more youthful position.
So you're just going to make me beautiful all over. Okay.
Even more beautiful. We're going to have a beautiful face transform into a beautiful face.
Okay.
How bad was it?
That was fast, and that part wasn't bad. I think it's the numbing.
The numbing was the bad part, no?